This conference will now be recorded.
Today we will be discussing about virtual machine scale sets. So yeah, okay, there is a concept called as virtual machine scale sets. This is one of the service in Azure. So I will tell one scenario. Currently you are having one DB server, okay, and this is your DB server, and you are having one application server over here. Okay, you are having some application server and this is the user. Okay, okay, so basically the user will send a request to your application server, and application server will forward the request to the DB server and it will get the response, and it will populate the response to the user. Okay, if you take some systems, like if you take something like a IRCTC or any system which runs some batches, okay, batch job, you know, right? The batch job will be scheduled at one particular time and it will run for a few hours or minutes, and during that time, right, lot of computing resources will be utilized in terms of some CPU or memory. Okay, let us assume I have hosted one Azure machine. Okay, now I have hosted one Azure machine which is having some 20 vCPU, and I'm having something like 64 GB RAM on a day. But whenever the job runs, right, what happens, right, these computing resources won't be sufficient. So in Azure, right, you have one provision to create the same resources, okay, to create a virtual uh, virtual machine scale set such that it will create same machine to process the load. During that time, what will happen, right? Based on the load, if CPU, if I will be putting some rule, if CPU greater than 75%, okay, for 5 minutes, spin new instance. Okay, what will happen if the CPU of this machine goes more than 75, then it will create new instance and it will start serving the load. So now the load will be distributed between these two. Okay, and you will be having, even though if the CPU is greater than 75%, no, then a new instance will be spinned and it will be processing the load. Normally, typically, right, this will be under the load balancer. For okay, typically this will be protected under the load balancer, means before this you will be having the load balancer which will be sending the request to this one. But for our lab purposes, right, we won't bother about the load balancer, we won't include the load balancer. Our scope is to check whether the virtual machine scale set, like what is scale in and scale out operation. Basically there will be two operations. Scale in means, if you see horizontal load balancing, there will be something like scale in. Scale in operation and scale out operation. Scale in operation means currently I'm having some 4 instances running. Now there is no load. Okay, in our example CPU is below 75 or like it is below 10%. Then I no need to run these 4 virtual machines. 4 instances I no need to run. So I will make it as 1 instance. This is old. I will put it as one is new, means 4 instances will be trimmed to 1 instance. That is called as scale in operation. The compression will happen. Scale out operation means first I will be having old configuration is 1 machine I will be having. Okay, and as the load increases the CPU goes up and the new instances, right, under heavy load, right, it became some 4 instances. Means scale in operation is something like compression of the instances. Scale out operation is something like spinning up new instances. Scale in is deleting, scale out is like creating new VMs. So normally in any cloud language, they will use scale in operation or scale out operation. So this is the use of the virtual set. Like if you have any typical load, something like this, which will span for only for some time, and you want to like spin new instances, you can go with this virtual machine scale sets. I'm going to portal.azure.com. Basically this is the thing. It is used for sharing the load. Okay, when you have some downstream system which is some DB server or something which can process the request, but there should be an app server that should scale, then only DB server will process the request, else it won't process. During that time you can design your solution with the virtual machine scale sets. Okay, here I will be typing in the services. I can type virtual machine scale sets. Okay, I'm not having any resource. What I will be doing now, I will be creating a new virtual machine scale set, and I'll be selecting a resource group. I will select a resource group called, and yeah, create new. I'll be creating something like demo. Okay, now I'm giving some name, and I'm selecting some region. Here I have to select one availability zone. Okay, in that availability zone it will be done. You can choose multiple also, but for now, right, I'm selecting only one. Means this operation will happen in one availability zone. If you put this here, this all the operation will be happening in availability zone -1, and this is my region. So in US Central region, in availability zone 1, I am spinning my virtual machine scale sets. Okay, here I have to select my operating system. So here I'm selecting my image. So I will go with Ubuntu. Okay. As I need like multiple machines now, I will choose the minimum configuration one. I'll choose which okay. Okay, here I'm selecting some which is having some 2 vCPUs. Okay, and I want some username. Okay, so till now, right, whatever we did in prior classes, right, it is all same. Okay, now I'm clicking on the next disks. Okay, I'm not going to change any disks, let it be the same. Okay, I'm not going to change any disks. Okay, in the networking section, no, here basically it is creating a new virtual network, means it will create a isolated network for these 3 VMs. Okay, this virtual network we will discuss in future class. Basically, right, it is a network in which these virtual machines are getting spinned. Okay, now this is the network interface. Now what I will be doing now, basically what it is having some name, it is having some subnet, and it is having, okay, if I click on this one, no, here, no, we have to do some modifications. Here for that, if I want to log into that particular virtual machine, no, I need to select the inbound ports. No, in prior classes I have told you, no, I have to select SSH. Okay, that is mandatory for me. If I want HTTP also I can select, but my need is like I have to log in, I have to do SSH to that virtual machine. That's why I have enabled this one. And by default, the public IP address is not assigned for that particular virtual machine scale set. So I am assigning a public IP. Okay, now the public IP will be assigned. Okay, I'm clicking on OK. Now the configuration has been updated. Next, here comes the scaling part, which is new. As I mentioned here, based on some condition like CPU or whatever, CPU or something, no, the instances will be spinned dynamically, like 1 to 2, 2 to 3, and in scale out operation it will increase, scale in operation it will compress. So for that, right, we have to do the configurations in the scaling. So initially I will be starting with one instance. Here there are 2 options, one is like manual and custom. I will go with custom, where I can define my rules. Okay, so initially I will start with one instance, and here what is the minimum number of instance. Okay, so here there is something like minimum number of instance. Okay, this is one instance. How many maximum I have to expand, means in my configuration now I have 3, I will be giving the 3 here. Now I told, you know, there are 2 operations, one is scale out and scale in. Scale out is something like increasing the nodes, from one node to 4 instances, from one instance to 4 instances. So what is the rule which I have to define? I am defining via CPU threshold. If my CPU is greater than 75, for 5 minutes increase the number of instances by 1. Means what will happen here, I have kept a initial minimum is 1 and maximum is 3. For the first 5 minutes, what will happen, it will check whether the CPU is greater than 75. Till this, after this 5 minutes, now what will happen, now it will create a new instance. If still the CPU is greater than 75, then it will create one more instance. Like that, in 10 to 15 minutes all 3 instances will be running, if CPU is like greater than 75 all the time. And there is something like scale in operation. Scale in operation means if my CPU is not, if my CPU is less than 25, I can define something like 50 also. If my CPU falls below 50, then I can tell like decrease the instances by 1. Means what will happen for the first 5 minutes or something, what will happen, it will check if the CPU is falling down to 0 or something. No, what will it do, it will decrease. After some time, even though the CPU is less than 50, no, then it will decrease the instances. Okay. Okay, click on next. So actually there is one option to okay, this is something like balances between the availability zones. Okay, and newest VM and oldest VM, the distribution of the load, basically this is. Okay, here scale in policy means, scale in means like compression, no. So here we are defining some rules. Means it will delete the newest VM created. Okay, this will during the delete operation, which VM you want to delete, whether you want to delete the first one or the last one, right? You will be having that, right? That rule, no, that you can set over here. Instance scale in policy means if we select the second option, what will happen, right? Whatever the instance which is created recently, that will get deleted. If you selected the old VM, no, then old VM will be created. By default, no, every instance will have some ID, instance ID. Whatever is based on that ID, whatever is highest, no, that will get deleted first. So this is the scale in policy that is being defined. Now I am clicking on the management. I am not going to change anything. Okay, let it be like that. Okay, I am not going to perform anything in the health also. Okay, I'm not going to change anything. Click on. Now the rules will be the configuration, whatever I give, right? That validation will happen. The validation is passed. Now I will click create. Okay, now it is deploying. Let's wait for a few minutes. Basically, it is a time consuming process. Now you see some deployment is happening. Some resources are being created. Still the deployment is in progress. Okay, so scale set is being created. I'll do a refresh, and it is creating some virtual network. Okay, and it is creating some public interface, public IP, and this is the, okay, now the deployment is complete. Now I'm clicking on go to resource. Okay, so I'm clicking. Okay, just a second. Yeah. Now I have to click on this instances. If I click on instances, right? See, it is the first instance which is being created. Okay, is updating. Let's wait for some time. If I click on in this instance, so still I didn't. Yeah, I got some public IP. So I will try to log into this machine. I'm having putty here. If you see now, currently I'm having one instance. The instance name is VM scale set underscore 0. This is an Ubuntu machine. Okay, here I have to go to instances. Okay, so it is still updating. What I will do, right? I will. Okay, okay, just I will search some commands.
apt
I'm not
hyphen
fam.
get update.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so I can right. Yeah, I have logged in as a root user. So package is being updated. So there will be one package. So there will be now my goal is to increase the CPU. Currently, right? If I go to top, the CPU is 0. Okay, the CPU is only 0. My goal is to increase the CPU of that particular instance such that what will happen after 5 minutes, second instance will spin up. So for that I have to install a package that is called as stress. Okay, so I'm copying that. Sudo apt-get install. Okay, this is already done. I think update is done. This is a package. basically using this stress command, what you can do, right? You can increase the CPU. Oh, 1 second. Yeah. Once you have installed, yeah. I didn't remember the command. Yeah. Okay. I will go with this one. Hmm. I'm having only 2 CPU. I'm running this in background. See, my CPU increased to 96%. 99% it got increased. Previously it was 0, now it is 100. We have to wait for some 5 to 10 minutes. Okay. Then what will happen, right? You will get an instance created over here.
Okay, stress if you increase, so the size is going to be increased, right?
Automatically the size will increase. And
Okay,
you can
okay.
see the instance, but that will happen after that rule. Like it will take 5 to 10 minutes.
Okay, okay, okay. So after that, it will take if 5 minutes the same size is existing, so that it will create one more instance.
Correct.
Okay, okay, okay.
Whenever I stop this process, no, whenever I stop this, okay, okay, 1 second. I have to give it for some 3600. It will run for some 1 hour. Actually, I gave timeout as some 30 seconds only. It will take 5 to 10 minutes. See, still the CPU is 100. See the in the scaling, right? You can see the rules like instance count to 1, and we have defined some custom policy. We can see like what is minimum is 1, maximum is 3. Okay. So here now there is something like in your VM scale sets, right? Virtual machine scale set, you will be having some activity log where you can monitor what is happening. I have created some instance. something happened in this policy action. A minute ago. It is doing some audit, but after 5 minutes we can. There is no filter option to sort basically. In 2 or 3 minutes, I think like one new instance should come up. Sometimes it will take 6 to 7 minutes also.
For waiting 5 minutes and for creating of the instance also it will take after that some time, right?
There will be something like cooling period as well as the drain down period. So the other things should be there.
Latency.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, not latency. There will be some other
Okay.
parameters like cooling period. Whenever the instance is created, it won't be immediately shown. Okay,
Okay.
and there will be draining period also will be there. Okay,
Okay.
you have seen, no? Now immediately 2 instances got created automatically. So it is in process. If I go to this log activity log, so here I can see some, yeah. So the auto scale engine attempting to scale the resource for this particular subscription from 1 to count to 2 instance count. Okay, so it will show the message over here, but our interest is like whether the instances are creating or not. So if you see here, no, instances are getting created. So if you see the IP address, machine 1 IP is 141. This is the virtual machine 1. If you see underscore 2, its IP is 156. If you 3 were okay, it is not yet created.
And all three are having means all datas from one.
Yeah. Image will be same.
All things are replica. Means if after
Correct.
utilization is reduced, then third one is deleted. Then second and one having the data which were updated by user. Correct.
Yes. Basically, it will take the instance image, whatever the like image, whatever we select. No, basically, right after 5 minutes, what will happen? Right, it will spin a new instance because as per our rule, after 5 minutes, it should go to second. After next 5 minutes, no, it should go to the third. Okay, so what I will be doing now, I'm stopping this. I don't want that to be 3. I'm killing the process IDs. Okay, so my CPU is 0. Basically, it is doing a scale up as the CPU got reduced. It stopped, it seems. It was in the process of creating a new VM, but we stopped that process, right? The CPU got reduced, due to which it is not creating. Okay, the scale up activity has failed. Now the scaling should happen, and this 2 should become 1. Basically, this whatever whenever we are having this scaling operations row, those will be time consuming. It won't, the effect won't be immediate. We have to wait for a while.
Because we have hosted one side on one first VM, and it automatically created second one. Correct.
Yes,
And that public IP is different.
I told
Can we?
in order to cater the load, it will spin instances. Each instance will be having a unique public IP address or IP address.
But we on our cPanel we have mapped that public IP, which was the first one. Then it will redirect it to that URL or
No, that will be like if you go to the deeper, no, you will have some load balancers and all those that can be attached. We can do many things.
okay.
If you take another example like batch, so the DB, if you take another example, if there is like if you eliminate the user over here, there is some batch of like 10 million or like 20 million records that needs to be processed. So if it is a pass, if the operation is completed, it will fail, or if the operation are not successful, it will complete, no, something like that. Okay, basically it is used to cater the load. After this, right, you will have application logic, how you have to implement, no, that will also come into picture. Okay, you will have some, you will define your application logic on top of this. Is infrastructure level, but when you design your application, no, you have to uh, do some tweaks, like it should get deleted. If you see something like flapping is happening. So it is doing some, due to some flapping, there is something like flapping. Due to this, right, it is saying like it is unable to like decrease the count from 2 to 1. Okay, maybe after some time it will do a retry. Okay, but it is attempting. Okay, yeah, scale down result. It has done some retry operation. It is attempting to, it now it is attempting to make the count to 1 from 2. Okay, it is making the count to 1 from 2. This is the feature that is provided by the Azure, like in order to like do some batch jobs or something. Yeah, now the scaling operation is also completed. Previously we had 2 instances, now it decreased it to 1. If I go to activity log, see, scale down result. So the engine has triggered the job and it is reflected. So now we have seen the scale in and scale out operation from this virtual machine scale sets. Yeah.